हरि ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। Bhagavad Gita, a conversation with God daily. In this series, today, chapter 4, shloka number 19. Yasya sarve samarambhaha kamasankalpa varjitaha jnanagnidagdha karmanam tamahuhu panditam budhaha. Yesterday we saw that one who sees inaction in action and action in inaction, he is most intelligent and he is a yogi. In the next coming shlokas, Krishna continues regarding how to see inaction in action. Yasya sarve samarambhaha kama sankalpa varjitaha. One whose actions, all his actions are without any thoughts. He doesn't have any thoughts at all. And when there are no thoughts, then there are no desires. So totally devoid of any thoughts and desires. His actions, jnanagni dagdha karmanam, his actions totally are burnt by the fire of wisdom. Which wisdom? Seeing inaction in action and action in inaction. So, he has that knowledge of being inert, being just still without any thoughts, without any attachment, without any feelings. Just his sense organs keep doing the work. So he is totally inactive even while committing action. He knows that wisdom, that knowledge has totally burnt all his actions, and such a person is called a learned one. Say the enlightened, We may call anyone as intelligent, learned, he's a great scholar, he's a very learned person and all that. But the enlightened ones, the jnanis, they consider only such a person as a learned person. Tyaktva karma phala sangam nitya tripto nirashrayaha karmanyabhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. Tyaktva karma phala sangam. It's explained how there is inaction in action. Totally, what we said already only, totally no attachment towards what you do. Karma phala sangam tyaktva. Totally giving up all attachments. I am the doer. No. Giving up that I should get this by doing this. This is the result I should get. Totally giving up that. And what will people say when I do this? Will I be praised? Or if I fail in this, will I be criticized? Totally giving up all that. So any sort of expectation regarding that action, any sort of attachment with that action, giving up that. Nitya triptaha, ever contented, always contented, satisfied. Only a person without any desires can be always satisfied. So he doesn't crave for anything, he doesn't want anything at all. Nitya triptaha, nirashrayaha, he is not dependent on anything or anybody for anything. He is totally independent, not at all dependent on anything or anybody. Such a person, karmani abhipravrittopi, even though he does some action, naiva kinchit karoti saha, he doesn't do anything at all. He may do 1,000 things, but actually he doesn't do anything at all. One small story. Once sage Vyasa, he went to the banks of the Yamuna. There many gopikas were there, and all were waiting to cross Yamuna. They were waiting for the boat. The boatman had not yet arrived, so they were all waiting there. The gopikas, they gave lots of butter, milk, curds, everything to sage Vyasa. And they waited for a long time, but still the boatman did not arrive. So finally, sage Vyasa, he just got up, he looked at Yamuna and said, "Oh Yamuna Devi, if it is true that I have fasted properly today, I am on fasting today. If it is true that I have done that properly, you give us way. We have to go to the other side. You just give us way." Immediately, Yamuna just split into two and the ground was seen in the middle. And they all just walked through to the other side of Yamuna. The gopikas were all just stunned. They were amazed. Just now he ate so much. We gave him so much curds, butter, milk, everything. He ate. We saw with our own eyes. He's saying, if it is true that I have fasted today, then you give way this Yamuna also. She gave way. Yes, it is true that sage Vyasa had eaten all that. But in spite of having eaten all that, he never ate anything. He just ate. That's all. His hands, his mouth, his tongue, everything performed the action of eating. But he was totally unattached to that process of eating. He never desired anything that he ate. He never wanted anything by eating that oh, I should get good health. I'll become strong if I eat so much curds or butter or anything like that. He was totally unattached with that process of eating. And so, he actually didn't eat at all. He knew that. That's why he said, if it is true that I had fasted today. Yamuna Devi also knew that. She gave way. So, karmani akarma. Inaction in action. Though karmani abhipravrittopi, even if you do actions, naiva kinchit karoti saha, he does not do anything. Next shloka. Nirashiryata chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha shariram kevalam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. Then, next, Nirashiryata chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha. Here, regarding the sannyasi, he has got no desires. He has given up totally all desires, all attachments. Yata chittatma, one who has totally controlled his senses and mind, totally controlled everything. Tyakta sarva parigraha, he has given up all possessions. His house, all his lands, property, his wife, his children, his relatives, friends, everything. Totally given up all his possessions. Shariram kevalam karma kurvan. He is doing whatever is necessary just for maintaining the body. The basic requirements for the body. He has to eat something so that he is alive. He has to clothe himself in something for the sake of the society. Like these certain basic things. Otherwise, he is totally contemplating on the Brahman. Such a person, even though he does the actions of Bhikshatanam and all that, a sannyasi, he goes out for the sake of food. Such actions don't bind him. Na apnoti kilbisham. He does not get binded to samsara. Because of these, he is not bound. This does not cause the cycle of birth and death for him. Then the next shloka. Yadrichalabha santushto dvandvatito vimatsaraha samasiddhava siddhaucha kritvapi na nibadhyate. Yadrichalabha santushto. Next shloka is regarding the sannyasi who doesn't even go out for the sake of bhiksha. Some sannyasis, they go out, they in front of each house, they just come, they stand for a few minutes. The time required for milking the cow. till that time they can stand. If somebody comes out, offers them something, they accept it. If not, they just move on. Some are like that. Daily they go out for bhiksha like this, and whatever they get, they eat. They should not even have it for night. Oh, I've got so much bhiksha. Let me save the rest for today night. No. When they get whatever is needed for that morning or afternoon, that's all. They don't go to the next house. With that they stop. Like this, some sannyasis. And now in this shloka, there are some yadricha labha santushtaha. They don't even go out anywhere. They remain wherever they are. If they are staying under a tree, or if they are staying in some mantapam or something, they just remain there. If somebody on their own, if they come and offer food, on their own, if they come and offer food, they accept it. If nobody offers anything that day, they just go hungry. Okay, it's Lord's wish that today I remain hungry. No problem. They don't eat at all that day. So, yadricha labha santushto, whatever they get, with that they are satisfied. They get whatever. No, they don't put in any effort of their own. Dvandvatito, and they are totally above sun, rain, hot, cold weathers. They bear everything. Even in lashing rains, they just stay beneath a tree. If it is scorching hot also, they just walk around without wearing even a slipper. They are totally not bothered about these things. They bear everything. Vimatsaraha. They look upon everyone equally. They don't bear any hatred towards anyone. They love everyone without any hatred. Samasiddhau asiddhau cha. If they get something, okay, they are happy. Even if they don't get anything, then also they are happy. Just now as I said, if someone offers them something that day also, okay, they are happy. If they don't get anything, if they are forced to go hungry even for days together, they just remain happy. Their mental balance is not at all affected. Such persons, kritva api na nibadhyate, even though they perform any action, if they do anything, it does not bind them in any way. Gata sangasya muktasya jnanavasthita chetasaha yajnaya charata karma samagram praviliyate. Gata sangasya muktasya, the one who is free from all attachments. Muktasya, he is free from dharma, adharma, everything. He is actually a jnani. He is eligible for giving up all actions. We already saw. Atmanyeva santushtaha atmatruptascha manavaha yasya atmaratireva syat. Such a person, he need not do anything. Even if he does not do any prescribed action, he will not incur any sin. Such a jnani. But Such a person, jnanavastita chetasaha, his mind is totally on jnana. Always, I am the Brahman. He looks upon everything as the Brahman. He is in that state. He doesn't know anything else. Such a person also, yajnaya acharata karma. He does actions. For what? Yajnaya. In order to please God. Or something for the sake of God. We have so many. We call many persons Mahan. There are a very few rare. We should not believe everyone as a big Mahan or Jnani. There are very rare few truly enlightened souls. Such people also, we see that they perform actions related to God, and they perform actions for the sake of the welfare of the world. Such actions, even though if they perform actions, samagram praviliyate, all those actions along with their results totally get destroyed. None of the actions get attached to them. So, we'll stop with this for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Hari Om.